Welcome to a easy, fun session of simple yoga practice that you can do anytime, anywhere. It's good for our circulation, it's good for our hearts, good for healing our hearts. So let's begin in mountain pose. We become very still, very grounded. So notice the position of your feet. Ideally we have them about hips distance and the toes pointing straight forward. If that's not feeling good for you, adjust. You can be wider, toes can point a little bit out. So make it yours. This whole practice should be made yours. So you're going to really listen to that inner teacher, that deep wisdom within you that knows what's right for you in each moment. So for this practice, we're going to set aside all our worries and thoughts and plans. We're going to become fully present just for these few minutes. We're going to get our blood moving. So beginning in our stillness, our mountain pose, imagine that you have roots going all the way to the center of the earth. Feel that groundedness. Feel that stability. And lift up very tall, all through your body, lengthening your spine, shoulders gently back and down, belly gently in and up, tailbone just slightly pointing down, maintaining the natural curves in your spine. The ears are directly above our shoulders, chin parallel to the ground. Take a moment to be still, to bring your awareness within and notice how your body feels. Let's do a few deep yogic breaths. As you inhale, bring the breath all the way down towards your belly, expanding all through the rib cage, all the way to the top, as deep a breath in as you can. And then slowly exhale all of the air, pulling the belly in to help exhale fully. A couple more of those deep breaths. To begin getting our blood moving, we're just going to do a very simple starting to march in place. We can add the arms like so. Keep it gentle. Depending on how you're feeling today, if you have a lot of energy, maybe you want to make it a little bit more, coming into a jog, maybe even lifting the knees high, or not. Again, listening to that inner guidance. Keeping the breath full as you go. And slow it down. Pausing for one breath back in our mountain pose. Keeping your movements so that you can maintain your breath through your nose. If you become so winded that you have to mouth breathe, then just back off. Let's do some fun little side bends. So take our feet just a little bit wider. And now we're going to lift the left arm, you're mirroring me, and your right leg. And then the right arm and the left leg. And once you get going, it becomes easy. Keep the breath full. Making it into some little side bends. If at any point it's enough, go ahead and pause. We'll always stop in the mountain pose between each pose. And pausing. Deep breath in. Let's take our feet even a little bit wider yet. Let the toes point out a little diagonally. And then notice as you bend your knees, the knees should track right over the toes. We're going to do some little sunflowers. So we're going to inhale the arms out and up. And exhale, bending the knees, bending at the hips as if you're trying to reach down. Forming the shape of a big sunflower with your breath, inhaling up, exhaling down, going at your own pace. Let your breath guide your movements. Let's pause here in our 5-pointed star. You maybe some little goddess poses. So here we're simply going to bend our knees, keeping the spine very straight, and bending the elbows like so. You can move with your breath. Inhale as you open wide in the 5-pointed star, and exhale as you drop down in the goddess or the horse pose. Again, at your own pace, keeping the breath synchronized and dropping as deeply into the pose as it feels good for you. Deeper, of course, the harder it's going to be. And finally, we're going to pause for a couple of breaths here in the goddess pose. You can be just a little ways in. As you get stronger, you may drop all the way until the thighs are parallel to the ground. Most of us are somewhere in the middle. And inhale back up. And let's let our hands come down as we bend our knees again. We'll let the hands land right above the knees. Lean down through your arms. Creating a nice little traction through the spine here. I'm going to dip one shoulder just slightly. Just feel that little twist. Sometimes you get a little adjustment in the back when you do this little twisting. A little traction as well as twisting, going back and forth a couple of times to each side. And coming back up. Stepping our feet just a little bit closer yet. Toes are still a little bit pointed out. We do our little arm throw twists. Or we can call these elephant twists. Imagine your arms as elephant trunks. And they're just swinging side to side. As you go to the left, let your right heel lift. And vice versa. So you're being kind to your knees. Keep those twists kind of gentle, but just as far as it feels good. We're aiming to move our spine in all directions. Forward and back, side to side, and twists. Slow it down. And one last thing. We're going to do a little shakeout. It's kind of fun. So just follow me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. That's always fun. Let's pause again in our mountain pose. Again, find your feet. Ground down into them. Lift tall. Taking your hands into our Anjali Mudra or prayer pose. Let the thumbs gently press up against your breastbone. Take a moment to notice the beating of your heart. You might be surprised to feel how intensely it may be beating after such a simple practice. I encourage you to do this kind of practice. Gentle. Just pretty far from your maximum abilities. In yoga, we say the healthiest practice is one that stops short of your maximum. In America, we tend to think we have to push ourselves, always push the limits. No. In yoga, say, be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Do the practices that help you to stay strong without injuring or forcing beyond our limits. A couple more of those deep breaths as we finish. Encourage you to take a seat or to lie down. Ideally, lie down for a few minutes after this practice and completely relax into the earth. We call Shavasana, corpse pose. Simply laying flat, deeply relaxing with a quiet mind, focused on your breath.